Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I want to take you through how to make a vision board that's actually going to manifest for 2020. So I've been making vision boards for years and I always like to display mine above my desk because it's somewhere that I see it regularly, and it honestly is like, it's not only a beautiful decor piece for any room, but it's a beautiful piece of inspiration, and it really helps you to stay on track with your goals and the sort of lifestyle that you really want to focus on or manifest throughout the year. So I'm going to take you through some tips on how to make your vision board, how I make mine, and also just some things to be mindful of when you're creating your vision board as well. Before I get into the little DIY part of this video and I show you how I've updated my vision board and the sort of things that I've changed about it, I wanted to preface by saying it is so important that you get clear on your values and then you do some goal setting before you make your vision board, because essentially your vision board is your visual representation of your core values and the goals and the things that you want to focus on for this year. So the way that I like to go about this whole process is I'll sit down, I'll make some time and just journal out, you know, what do I really want my life to look like for the coming year and what is most important to me, and I'll write down my core values at the top of the page. I'll write down my goals. I'll break down my goals into, you know, each area of my life. So I've got my personal life, my career goals, my health and wellness goals, my hobbies, my creativity goals. All of that is so important because you're then going to use that as inspiration for how you set out your vision board. I also know that a lot of people have mentioned they like to make their vision board as a way to manifest their goals, and I think that having a vision board is a component of the whole manifestation process. So having a beautiful vision board and, you know, putting that dream house or dream car, first of all, that would not necessarily be in line with your values or your core values, because I think that, you know, for me, my core values are around, you know, health and wellness and mental health and self-love and creativity and purpose and having a fulfilling and passion-driven career. So if I stuck, you know, a mansion on my vision board, I don't necessarily think that it would manifest because the desire is just not there. But I do think it's important to realize that having things pinned on your vision board is not enough to bring it into reality. I personally think if you have a clear vision and you've got that clarity for what you want your life to look like, you're taking daily action, you have that determination, and all of these goals are in line with your core values and you've got your steps all planned out, then having a vision board is going to add to all of that and be your daily visual reminder of what you're working towards. I'm also a really big believer in where attention goes, energy flows. So if you want to manifest something into your life, focus on what you already have in that category. So if I want to manifest more passion and purpose in my career, I'm going to add things to my vision board that represent the current areas that bring me a lot of passion and fulfillment in my career. Or if I want to manifest more work-life balance, then I'm going to have photos where, you know, I'm reading in bed with my dog, or I'm going for a walk, or I'm practicing yoga, because I want to bring more of that into my lifestyle. So sometimes having a vision board is not actually about manifesting something new, it's also about inviting more of what you currently love into your life. Now, I was listening to this fantastic podcast. I've mentioned from my 2019 yearly favorites, I've really enjoyed listening to the podcast Expanded by Lacy Phillips. She was a guest on Melissa Ambrosini's podcast, The Melissa Ambrosini Show, and they were talking about how to manifest. And Lacy Phillips, her belief and her teachings when it comes to manifesting things in your life and achieving your goals, it's all about identifying any blockages that have to do with your self-worth. So if you get to a stage where you believe that you can achieve something and you feel deserving of having that in your life, then you are able to manifest. And it's all about feeling, so actually feeling worthy, but also feeling into the emotion of what it would be like if that thing already existed. So if you think about a lot of other explanations for how to manifest, it's a lot to do with our thoughts. So the more that you think about it, the more it will occur. But she actually says you've got to have the thought, but you have to pair it with that emotion. So that's also why people talk about, you know, when you're having your meditation practice, to meditate on your gratitudes, because you invite more of that in, to meditate on your goals and the things that you want to happen, visualizing as if they've already occurred, and feeling into the emotion of what it would be like to live a life where that's already happened and manifested. So if you think about manifesting your goals for 2020 from that point of view, I think a vision board is a fantastic way to remind you of what you're working towards. When you see something beautiful and aesthetically pleasing and it can jog that vision for you, then again you're more inclined to be able to bring that into fruition. But I don't think that having just a vision board on its own is enough. You've got to have the emotion, you've got to be thinking about it, you've got to know that you are deserving of having it, you are worthy of having it, it's possible to have it, and also focus on all the areas of your life that are going well and try and invite more of that into your life. Alright, so this afternoon I finally got around to updating my vision board for this year, and I've made a lot of changes, and it was so interesting to go back to my old Pinterest board that I made for last year's video at the start of 2019 and see all of the different images and quotes that I had pinned for my vision board, and which ones I feel are still relevant to this coming year, or which ones I decided to just delete, and how many changes I made. So basically my vision board I think it looks completely different. I know that there are some similar pins, like some of the pins I've decided to keep, but a lot of them are totally different. So funny story, I saved all these pins. I had about 52 pins to my new 2020 vision board, and I dragged and dropped them into a folder on a USB, thinking I can save myself time if I just drag the images on, but it saved as a low resolution image. So I went to Officeworks, I got them printed in color on some nice thick paper stock, got home, looked at them, and they were all blurry, and then realized why. So I had to individually save every photo as a high resolution JPEG document, and then go back to Officeworks 2 days later before yoga at 8:30. And they weren't even open till 9 because it was a Sunday, so I had to sit in the car. But then I got them printed and it was all good. So that's how I like to start off with the vision board making process. Well, not that exactly, but I like to go on Pinterest, make my board, choose my favorite things to represent my goals and the lifestyle that I want to have, and then I go and print them out. I'm going to sit down, cut them up, and I like to organize my vision board into different categories. So I have all of my beautiful images and quotes and photos. I arrange them based on my personal life, my relationship, my career, my hobbies, and my health and wellness or mental health. And I think that that's a really nice way to organize it, but you can just, pop the images however you like, you can arrange them however it suits you. But I think that that's just a really good way to categorize and break down all the areas of my life and focus on each thing individually. Also, the wire rack that I use for my vision board, because I refuse to buy a vision board that costs like $100, is $15 from Bunnings, and it's just a little wire rack, so it's really cheap, very affordable. I just have 2 hanging hooks that I placed above my desk, and I've hung it up there. And the important thing is I'm gonna see my vision board every day because it's in a location where I'm basically sitting for numerous hours each day, and it's really important that you update your vision board throughout the year several times a year. So sometimes it's a nice idea to update it whenever something significant happens, or a significant change, or you've reassessed your goals and your values, or even just every quarter of the year, at the start of every quarter. That can be a really good reason to just take stock of what's most important to you, where do you want to go, maybe the direction of your life has changed a little bit, or at least in one area, and you want that to be represented in your vision board. So comment below whether you have a vision board, or maybe this video has inspired you to try out your own vision board for this year. And make sure if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And you can follow me at Study with Jess on Instagram too, where I share lots of inspiration and quotes and other little videos to keep you motivated and inspired throughout this new amazing year. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Mwah. Bye!